And we're back.
Episode. Whoa, that's a little loud there, ladies and gentlemen.
Episode 180.
180 of these bad boys.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of them.
Who's the show brought to us by?
Well, it's brought to us by a variety of people. First off,
Stitcher Smart Radio.
the smartest way to listen to radio on or off the radio. Create custom playlists, download, stream thousands of your favorite shows. Smartest way to listen to radio.
Netflix.
Netflix. God, I still haven't seen Iron Fist, and I've heard.
I just finished Iron Fist.
Was it good?
It's good. The guy's still not believable.
They got a guy who looks like he should be teaching swimming lessons at the YMCA, and I'm supposed to take this dude seriously as a badass.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the first couple episodes, he was his martial arts weren't so good.
Yeah.
And then the last one, he definitely put in the work to get better.
You think he did?
Yeah, he did a flying spin and kick in the last episode, which you could tell was clearly him.
Yeah.
So it looked a million times better. So he definitely picked up some skill level.
All right.
Also brought to us by Resp Tattoo.
Resp Tattoo, my tattoo artist, your tattoo artist, or one of your tattoo
Resp
artists.
was saying that you were a little scared to get your knuckles done.
No, I'm getting them already. I'm getting them done. I talked to him today about it.
No, he said he was trying to get you in there today, and you pussied out.
Well, today because A, I don't have any money yet, and 2, I wanted to hang out with my son.
He didn't say anything about not having money.
Exactly. Exactly.
He needs the money for that hand reduction.
Jesus Christ.
Goddamn hands are so big. Who's the show also brought to us by Jack Daniels.
Band-Aid for your soul. And we were actually drinking some Jack
Leatherman Tools.
Mm-hmm.
Also brought to us by Fleshlight. We have a new sponsor, Dads and Cargo Shorts, which is
Dads
a website.
And what's it about?
It's similar. I would best describe it as something similar to the Chive.
A little more watered down.
A little more watered down, like something that you wouldn't feel guilty looking at in front of other people.
Or
Like, you know, you ever go on some of those websites or at work where you're looking at something and you're like,
Like Pornhub?
yeah. Well, maybe not that hardcore, but just some of the websites where stuff's totally inappropriate.
No middle ground with me.
Most of this stuff is
Topical?
appropriate for most viewers,
Okay.
right? Would you say?
I would agree.
Yeah, so dadsandcargoshorts.com. Check it out.
I think we should.
Also brought to us by Extreme Cage Combat.
Helen's looking good. What camera we at
Oh,
here?
dude, you're going to be so upset. Helen's got a new boyfriend.
Well, I'm not upset about that. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
told her you're going to be upset, though.
Yeah?
She has a fighter, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but we're going to get him on the show in a few weeks.
Oh, I'm not sweet on Helen like that. She's
No,
just
I
a
know.
cool person.
I know. But she's like, can you get this guy on the show? I'm like, well, who is he? She's like, he's my boyfriend. I'm like,
Oh, shit.
Bullet's going to be heartbroken.
I'm heartbroken already. That's all right. She was one of the people who said she was saying that I looked good.
Yeah. Who else the show brought to us by? That might be it.
I think it's it today.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit
the music.
Let's hit the music here and get this shindig started.
It's time once again for another episode of Coming At Ya. Coming At Ya. A podcast about the world of mixed martial arts, boxing, pro wrestling, coming at ya, and heavy metal music with a slice of comedy for good measure. Coming at ya.
And we're back.
Are you serious?
What?
Is that your new thing? You're going to steal my and we're back?
Well, I mean, you weren't doing it. You were handing him a bottle of Jaeger.
It was coming.
Was it
coming.
coming at you?
Yeah. And we're back.
Wow, we got a lot of stuff to cover.
Episode 180. We have a shitload of stuff to talk about.
We do.
One of them is what we usually do is get a little update on your weight loss. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because
Well,
there's
not so much
stuff.
weight loss, just fitness stuff.
General fitness.
General fitness.
You're back in shape. Your face is
I'm
starting.
getting there.
I see your cheekbones again.
I got one chin.
One chin as opposed to the 7 or 8 you used to have.
I know.
Even in pictures, you're starting to look better. Like the digital one that I put out. Like the one that I turned into a cartoon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Captured your jawline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting.
I know.
A couple months ago, it was just a blur. Like, it was like chin, or it was actually nose, and then like chest. Like, there was no blur. It was all caught up in between.
Yeah, I ordered, I had a whole shipment of T-shirts come in from Pro Wrestling Tees.
Did you order a new size?
Yeah, I'm down to XL now.
What were you up to before?
Bigger than XL.
More than a double XL?
Bigger than XL.
Like, was it triple?
Yeah, I was big.
Bigger than triple.
Yeah, I was triple. Yeah, I was big.
Like, when you put on a shirt, like when you're
Like a fucking tent.
well, when you're shopping, right?
I would never do it.
You're shopping online. You buy the shirt somewhere, right?
Yeah.
They're not just showing up at your house like automatically.
Yeah,
So when you're doing the shopping and you got to click this different sizes,
it was. Yeah,
is it difficult?
not now.
But I'm talking about then when you were
but you
triple
know-
XL.
No,
I want to know about that.
Well, you remember like
now.
If you remember, you always used to tease me about I always used to wear just the one shirt.
It's the only one you could find at
It's the-
triple XL.
That's the only one that would fit me that I had.
Oh shit!
So
I didn't know the troubles you were going through.
yeah, man, I was going
The
through it pretty
struggle's
bad.
real, man.
Yeah, but now it's like I have so much clothes that are like smaller sizes now that I had just saved up. I'm wearing these nice tight new blue jeans. I got my lucky cowboy boots on.
You have a different shirt on for once.
Yeah, and
I wonder how many episodes you wore that shirt on.
it. Not even counting the videos.
Yeah, well, counting XCC color commentary dates as well, you wore the same shirt.
Yeah, I did.
I would say out of the 180 episodes, at least 100.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Easily. And
yeah.
it never dawned on me.
Yeah, but I'm doing good. I'm down officially 50 pounds.
Okay. That's huge.
Yeah, and just other things.
That's a medium-sized child.
Just working, just
It's a large potbelly pig.
not number stuff, like just flexibility and just energy levels and just mood. Like
That's
last week,
going well.
last week was a bad week because I re-aggravated my injury on my
But
left
now you're
foot.
back on track.
Yeah, I switched it up. I'm doing the.
Sent me a text today.
Yeah, I was in a good goddamn mood.
What did it say?
I'm in a good goddamn mood, and I am.
I know. I like it.
I've just been in a good mood this whole week.
You're
like
back on track.
Yeah, man. I just had like a really good week, reconnected with someone from my past, and that was really good to talk to them, and it was kind of really cool just to talk to them and just our friend Bree.
Yeah.
She was having kind of a down moment about her leg.
And you used it. You pushed it forward. Or
I-
what do they do?
I
Pay it forward. You paid
Yeah.
it forward.
I had like
Or backwards, because she was your physical therapist for a little while, right?
No, she was a hand therapist.
Oh.
She would always be there, like when I was working.
So you saw her, but she wasn't fixing you up.
Yeah, the first time that she ever said, she goes, "I know your voice." She goes, "You do a podcast," and I stopped and I said. Ask her. The first thing I ever said to her was, "I'm immediately apologize if I've said anything to offend you."
Isn't that creepy when somebody picks you out?
Oh yeah,
Like there was one day, Todd, where
remember at the fights,
yeah,
the people.
well, no, yeah, the fights was cool, but I get a text from Bullet. He's like, some dude's staring at me, and then I get a text from a different dude. He's like, I think I see your friend. And I have two texts going at once. Bullet talking about pulling his gun out and shooting him.
No, I know I wasn't. I was taking the trash out.
Let me embellish the story a little
Okay,
bit.
I was gonna fucking shoot him.
So Bullet's talking about shooting this dude. Other dude's like, should I go say hi? I'm like, yeah, go say hi.
Knowing what a fucking
Yeah.
social anxiety I had.
Yeah, and then
You prick.
apparently the dude that said hi to him is somebody I train with. So that was pretty cool. And then one time we got recognized in the casino, at the Sands Casino.
Yeah.
That was probably the highlight, because that's the only real one where somebody's like, hey, aren't you those guys?
No, we had it happen again.
Where?
We had it happen more than once about the podcast.
Okay.
I know we have,
We may have.
but it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, but I've been in a good mood.
Yeah.
Had
I've been
a
in
really
good mood all week.
awesome day with my son today.
What'd you guys do?
Just we're running around and just playing, and
Do you have anything special for Easter?
yeah, I got him
Now, prior to your son coming around, right?
Yeah.
You were anti-holiday.
Oh, I still
Easter,
am.
probably one of them. Christmas, definitely.
No, I'm not anti-Christmas. I love that holiday season.
But you didn't appreciate the holidays the way you do now.
No, I mean you live through your kids and you see shit through their eyes, and
It's kind of cool, like having them wake up
it's
to all that
very
shit.
cool. I got them. They wanted me to get a bounce house.
Is that an Easter present?
Well, because it's spring, they want to get them outside a little bit.
Right? They want them to jump around a little bit.
So they're like,
work off the candy.
get them a small fucking bounce house, and
How small is it?
I got them one that's about the size of a small house, and it has a 300-pound weight limit on it.
Jesus Christ.
Takes up their whole fucking lawn.
That's awesome.
I don't give a fuck. I
Are
really
you going to
don't.
do Easter egg hunt with them?
Yeah, we're gonna do all that. I
right.
work on Sunday, but when I get done, I'll
We
I'll
still
go
do
over.
Easter egg hunt with my youngest too, but I think they're probably going to be out of that at some point.
Yeah.
We're going to be going to my mom's on Sunday. We got my in-laws on Saturday, so it's a full weekend. But And we're not going to get into fight news yet, but it's a full weekend because our friend Wilson's fighting for the UFC title.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So in
I'm excited
honor
about
of
it.
Wilson, since he rocks the sweet stash,
You grew it?
well, I had a beard for the last few weeks, and then I said, you know what? In honor of my good friend who's fighting for the world championship title, I'm going to rock the mustache.
I can grow my beard out just a little bit.
And I have yet to have one positive comment. Nothing but negativity.
No, dude, I
Random strangers look at me like I'm some sort of psychopath.
dude, I think you should keep it.
I like it.
You should keep it, grow it more. What the fuck was that?
That was my belly. I didn't eat dinner.
Oh, my God. All right, back to the subject. So,
Sorry, the Kraken just fucking roared over here. Jesus Christ.
I shaved my beard into the mustache, right? I come down the steps, and immediately my wife looks at me and goes, "What the fuck is that?" So I think I sit there and I look at myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure how I feel about this mustache, but I'm like 4 or 5 days into it right
you
now.
should have grown it all the way down like the handlebars.
I'm 4 or 5. I still have to go to work every day too.
Let
so-
people know that, hey, man, at a minute's notice.
Shit could get ugly.
Yeah.
So Monday we went to Six Flags, right?
I'm listening.
It's my first day with my mustache.
Yeah.
And, I'm still not comfortable with it yet, right? And making eye contact with people, and every person I looked at did this.
Oh, no. You remember when I had my homeless beard? I was getting those looks a lot,
Yeah,
too.
but nobody rocks a mustache anymore. And Wilson rocks it, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it
He can,
out.
though.
He can.
He can.
I'm gonna try it out for a little while because nobody ever does it anymore.
Yeah.
Why be like everybody else?
Well,
And I'm gonna rock it out.
I say do it.
I'm gonna keep it. I think.
Not only that,
I'm actually getting used to it.
isn't it? When it gets really at its maximum density, get a pair of like the fucking big 1980s cocaine sunglasses
Yes.
and like a sleeveless American flag shirt.
Well, I was wearing my wife's
You're wearing your wife's what?
reflective sunglasses, like the
Okay.
cop sunglasses.
Let me
at
tell
the
you,
park.
that conversation could have gone a whole different direction.
And as soon as I put them on, I felt empowered. Like just felt like pulling people over.
I feel like a bald eagle would swoop down.
Zach Goebel said, "You look French."
You know what? I think Zach's right. I'm gonna work the mustache and the soul patch for a little bit.
You should do it.
I
You look like a drummer. That's what you look like.
feel like a drum. I feel like an old school
You feel-
1970s.
You feel like a drummer
Feeling.
who's like, "Where's the cocaine?"
Yeah, I feel
Like-
like I'm ready to party at any moment.
Yeah, where's the cocaine, guys? Come on!
I think I'm gonna keep it. Like,
Tell people you're a drummer.
Like I'll grow the beard out, which is cool. I'll shave the beard. I'll get a goatee. Like I never put any thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
The mustache, I had to build up a little bit of confidence for. And now it's like that thing, like where you see two guys on a Harley, they wave to each other, right? You see another dude who's rocking a stash, and you just like,
Or you just do this.
no, I do that.
Yeah, when I had the big homeless beard, people just thought I was homeless because I was like a big fat bastard
But do you find
with a big bad beard.
as soon as I shaved it into the beard, like I was posting, or the mustache, I was posting pictures on Instagram and Facebook,
Yeah,
and people don't hesitate to comment.
I
Which
think,
is weird.
I think most here's okay now.
Like
the-
if some fat chick says, "Hey, I hate your mustache,"
well, okay, look,
listen, and I'm like, well, I don't like the way you're shaved.
I'd like
So that wouldn't go over well.
I'd like to hear some comments on this, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think women have a thing for beards like men have a thing for tits. Men can't have tits usually, so they're really into tits. It's like, wow, that's so cool. And I think women, they can't grow beards. Some of them can, but women can't grow beards, so it's something different. You know what I mean? Which I think they have such strong opinions on facial hair.
But I find it on every time I do something different, people feel like it's okay to just make a comment.
Well, you do put yourself out there.
Yeah, but I'm not saying, "Hey, how do you feel about my shirt?"
Yeah, but you're posting
How
it
do you
on
feel about
social
my
media,
shoes?
so you kind of are.
Yeah, but all these people are posting stuff. I don't feel the urge to comment about their stuff.
Are you complaining?
No, I just find it odd.
What do you find out about
I
it?
just find it odd that people are like, "Oh, I hate it." Like, okay,
But isn't that kind of why you threw it out there?
I did.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I've got nothing but hate either. It's all hate.
well, good.
You really were looking for. Oh my God, I love.
Actually, I did get one dude who said it's awesome, and I went to his page. It's got a giant mustache. It's one of those dudes where you're just like, hey,
You should grow like a big old Tom Selleck.
I'm gonna curl it up. I think
No, don't
Yeah.
be that fucking guy.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm going old school. I'm gonna go make myself look French, like Zach said.
What are you?
And
You
then
got
how
any
you gonna
French?
say your last name? Perry.
I'm Irish, Italian, and German.
All right.
Go with Perry.
Je suis le pamplemousse. You know what that means? I am the grapefruit. It's the only French I know.
I know we
Je suis.
Yeah.
Je suis le pamplemousse.
menage a trois.
Menage a trois. That's a good one.
Yeah?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Look out.
Did you see that video of the guy getting yanked off the plane?
Yeah.
What the fuck was up with that guy?
He's going to sue the fuck out of them.
Do you think he's going to get any money?
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Because they fucking I haven't
So you haven't watched it. Is that what you're saying?
I haven't seen Chinese takeout done that well since fucking the fucking China walk down the street from where I live. I mean, that's the only Chinese takeout that could rival the efficiency there.
But there was all kinds of videos of this dude just getting yanked off the plane. Like
They drug him out like a fucking sack of meat.
Hear me out. There was security. The plane was overbooked, which I don't know how they do that if everything's computerized, right? There's no way that should physically happen.
Technically, it wasn't overbooked.
Okay.
It was completely packed, but they needed 4 spots for.
Oh,
They're
for staff.
employees.
Right, okay.
And they should have hopped on the next plane.
Well, I think you need a certain number of staff on the plane.
Come on.
I think
But-
they needed to go to another airport to.
But where I was going with that is, I mean, you can't buy a ticket to the movie theater on Fandango or Atom or Atomic or whatever it is. It knows when to cut it off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I could see
I
myself.
don't see how these things are
at a-
overbooked.
At a movie, screaming as somebody was.
Yeah, as they're dragging you out, but they should, if they know they have to have a certain number of staff, like they're transferring people, they need to figure that out in advance, right?
You would think they would.
And they should buy the tickets for them, or at least reserve the seats. Now I don't know how they came to the conclusion that this was the dude to get off the plane,
I think they did something random.
like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
No, I don't know how they did it, but there was something. There was a random drawing of.
I would
however
think they
gonna
would
do
just say, okay, who's flying by themselves
yeah,
for
you would
starters,
think.
right?
Yeah,
And from what I understand, this guy was a doctor or whatever.
he's going to sue the fuck out of them because they asked him what hurts, and he said everything.
Of course he did. Of course, this guy is under investigation for something else already.
What is it?
He's got some sexual charges against him and some drug charges against him.
But did they know that when they drug him off the plane?
I don't know. Maybe he was some sort of terrorist, and that was just their way of identifying him and yanking him off the plane.
He's a terrorist now because he's not white.
Yeah,
You know what?
he might be.
You're just a bad.
You called him
person.
Chinese takeout food.
I didn't call him Chinese takeout. I said their actions was Chinese takeout.
That's no better.
You laughed.
I did laugh. It was funny.
You did
But
laugh.
from all the videos that were posted originally, there was everybody, this guy saying, hey, I don't want to get taken off the plane. I don't want to get taken off the plane. Whatever. So another video came out today where this person was sitting behind him, and you can clearly hear the Asian guy saying, I'm not getting off the plane.
Okay.
You can drag me off the plane.
Well, he was a paying customer.
Right. And
He had every right to say that.
they did as requested.
Well, what would you do,
Right.
jiu-jitsu
I
guy?
wouldn't do anything. I would get
Zach's
off.
Point, I
You
think
would
Zach's pointing up a video that you posted on how to deal with somebody dragging you.
Actually, he posted it.
Oh,
It's
he
it's
posted
Gracie's. They put up a defense video. It's actually pretty good.
Those guys are such clowns.
I like those two.
Those two are clowns.
But it's a video about those two showing how to get out of somebody dragging you, and it also shows if you're a little kid how to do it.
Well, that's actually good.
Yeah, somebody's dragging you.
Yeah.
But if I'm on the plane and somebody says, "Hey, we're looking for volunteers to get off," right? And I think they were offering what, $800, Todd?
Yes.
$800. Nobody took.
What would you buy with
$800.
it with just a free $800? What would you just? You got to buy one thing.
Well, I think it's $800 in airline tickets.
Fuck that. Give me cash.
Why wouldn't you just take another vacation somewhere?
Plus, you're still getting the tickets.
You still
Because-
got your ticket that you're already going. You're just delayed an hour.
Because it's such a pain in the ass getting time off at my job.
Okay. Well, let's say a normal person with a regular job who doesn't complain about their job.
Yeah, I'm the only asshole in the world.
Yes,
you know.
you are.
That's-
So
that's true.
with the $800,
There's a lot of women who would agree with that.
I would probably fly somewhere I wouldn't normally fly to, like where I couldn't afford it, or I wouldn't spend the $800.
Yeah.
Right. So
Where would you go?
I don't know, somewhere out of the country. right?
Can you go somewhere out of the country for $800?
This asshole just bought 5 round-trip tickets,
Six.
6 round-trip tickets to Florida, Orlando,
That's not out of the country.
just hear me out, from Trenton Airport.
Correct.
$240 for all the tickets. $288 for all the
Six
tickets.
sets of tickets
Round trip. Not $288 a piece. $288 total for all 6 tickets round trip.
But where would you go? I know where you would go.
Where would I go?
You'd go to Brazil.
No, I'd actually probably go to Tokyo.
I'd love to go to
I would
Japan.
fucking go to Tokyo. in
I'd
a
love to go
second.
to Japan again. It was
be a
so
monster.
awesome.
You went there?
Yeah.
I would go there in a second.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You'd be a monster there.
I'd be huge. I'd be gigantic. Maybe that's where that guy was going. But I would take the money if they're saying somebody has to get off and they identify me as the person, and I don't really have anything to do. I'm going to be delayed an hour or whatever. I'd be like, all right, let me do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It all depends. It all depends on what you
I'm
were
not going
coming.
to fight back though.
Well, it depends on what you were going home to. I mean, maybe you had a.
He was saying he's
wife
a
and
doctor
kids.
and he has to be at work in the morning.
Well, that's valid.
Yeah, it's valid, but at the same time, you're identified and they're saying, hey, you got to get off. You're going to fight back?
I think the only time I'd be mad is if maybe I was flying somewhere for
Maybe like your kid's sick and you got to get home immediately.
Or like I have I'm going on a cruise, and if I don't get there tomorrow,
Yeah, if you're going to miss something.
right, then that would be a problem.
Right,
for me.
and if this guy's a doctor, unless he's doing a heart transplant or some shit like that, he could probably be late if he has his own practice.
If they were offering it in like a Visa prepaid card or cash or whatever else, not like store credit.
Maybe they should start doing that.
If they were doing that, if they were giving like real money and they said, look, you're going to be delayed like 3 hours. Hey, fuck it. I'll take that $800 because I'm either going to A, buy my kid a whole bunch of shit that he needs or wants, B, buy myself a whole bunch of shit that I need or want, or C, just fucking sock it away, and then go hit the bar up and be inconvenienced for a couple hours and say like, hey, I'm going to be a couple hours delayed. Fuck it.
$800 to be inconvenienced is pretty generous.
I could get a 5-string fretless bass with that money.
You could get probably 8 really cheap hookers.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. But there's a really nice fretless 5-string bass that I'm looking
You
at.
how many bases you have at this point?
15.
Might be time to get rid of a few.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I think you have a problem,
Yeah.
an addiction.
No, I just like different bases for different things. They're like tools, you know. You use different tools for different jobs.
How many tools do you need? 16?
That's. I mean, yeah, there is a little bit of indulgence at
Yeah,
the
a
end.
little bit,
A little bit. I'll give you that.
Okay.
I will give you that. I'll concede that.
Okay.
But
So
I've been really good though. I haven't bought any. I've been really good with my money spending. I've been only really spending stuff on my son.
Okay. You were a little out of control for a while with just buying dumb shit.
Well, if you looked at the size of me, you could see that I don't do moderation in anything, in
Mostly
any aspect of my
sandwiches.
life. No, it's just, if you take a look at me, I was out of control in my life. And it just,
Now you're back in control.
somewhat, yeah.
Does it feel? It feels good, right?
Yeah,
There's times I feel like I'm out of control. a
the
little bit.
difference for me now, though, is the motivation. Anytime before I'd lose weight, it was, I want to look better so I can get girls, or I want to look better because I'm like,
That's always going to be in the cards if you're trying to look better.
that's a nice benefit of it. But
it's
now
nice
it's
to
like,
be complimented and
I
somebody
don't
say, "Hey,
want
you
to
look good."
I don't want to drop dead. I want to see my kid grow up. That's really what it is.
Yeah. Well, you're on the downside of life, right? Or you're not even halfway there yet.
I'm 40,
Right. What do you plan on living to?
200.
You're not even close then.
I know.
I plan on living to 100.
I remember you were saying.
100th birthday. Dead. Right?
And our Aunt Catherine, 97.
All right. Yeah. Our Aunt Catherine just died
So
the other day.
got 'em.
97.
We got those
And we-
numbers.
We had a little bit of an issue on Saturday when you came over and watched the fights.
Oh, I know.
So
Do you want me to play the video?
my Aunt Catherine had
I'll play the sound.
passed away, and she was pretty important to us when we were kids. Our grandmother had 18 brothers and sisters, right? 18, right?
That's a lot of fucking.
She was probably the most similar to our grandmother as far as personality and the way she looked and just everything about her, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Right? And she used to work at a place called the Pampered Pup in the Chamonix Mall, which was like a pretzel place, and they had hot dogs and stuff.
What did you do that set your brother off so bad?
Well, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Right? So Pampered Pup was what our memory is of her is as a kid, like always going there and getting pretzels and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So he shows up on Saturday to watch the fights before you get here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he's like, hey, I found these awesome pics. I'm going to post them about Aunt Catherine.
Oh, dude, he's getting mad right now. I could see him. He's seething right now.
So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I said, I've been meaning to post something. And you know what? There's not a whole lot of pics of Pampered Pup out there.
Dude, he won't even look
Right?
at you.
Yeah, he's still angry.
I'm so angry.
So I post the pic.
Before he did.
Before he did.
You preempted him.
I preempted him, not intentionally.
Oh, come on.
Oh, here we go. Well, here's the audio of the confrontation.
So I preempted him, and I'm going to lead in with that other story before you play that. So he got angry, is to say the nicest, right? So he flipped out. Hang on. So he flipped out, just going ape shit because I had posted it before him, and I said some nice stuff, and I'm like, well, why can't I say it? We both have the same memory of her or whatever. So he pointed out something, and it made a little more sense once he pointed this out. It was like 3 years ago we were in Christmas shopping. Every year him and I would be like, hey, let's go Christmas shopping because we got a lot to do, right? We were buying something for our grandfather, right? We couldn't figure out what he would like. And he was 91 at the time, right? So we're in Boscov's, and my brother says, what do you think about these slippers? I said, those are great slippers. And I yank him out of his hand, and I run up to the counter to pay for him, right? And all I see him is he just puts his hands down and he makes this angry face. And he's like just ready to pop. And he just speed walks all the way up to the counter where I'm paying for it. So I'm here, lady's here, he's here. And he's like a foot away from me right here. And he's going, really, you're going to fucking buy those? Really? Fuck you. I can't believe you're doing this. He just starts screaming at me. Oh, so this is what happens when he gets angry.
This is when Todd attacks.
You're a bully.
Access the pictures. Dude. Dick. You had no fucking...
What's the only memory we have of her?
Fuck you.
From where?
Fuck you.
Why is it your memory?
No.
Why is it your memory?
Like he's getting all red again.
Why is
you
it
didn't fucking do it.
I just did it.
I fucking hate it.
And I had no remorse during the whole thing.
Something about Pampered Pump anyway. Yes, I would have.
No, you wouldn't have. You
Yes, I would.
fucking piece of shit.
What would I say?
I don't know. You would have said something about Pampered Pup.
I love you, Chris.
But I fucking get... fuck you.
I couldn't find that picture on the internet.
You didn't even fucking try.
Neither did you. You didn't post it.
Fuck you. You're such a piece of shit.
Why?
So that
Wow.
reminded me of all the times when he was a kid where he would get frustrated and he would threaten to beat me to death in my sleep with a baseball bat.
My older brother bashed a metal trash can in with my head. And he still has it. And all these
got
years
the trash
later,
can?
yeah, he still has it. It's an Eagles trash can. He goes, it's still got that dent from your big fucking head in it.
I broke Todd's arm in 2 spots.
At least one.
At least one. First time we were allowed to be home together babysitting each other. My parents said, hey, don't fuck anything up in the house. But they said it some other way. Like, I guess it was a little nicer. And I said to I had this loft bed. It was like 7 feet high. So it was really high. My dad had built it. And I said to Todd, I said, don't climb up in my bed. Right before my parents even left. So they leave. I'm walking down the hallway. All the lights are off in the hallway. And I can see his shadow just sitting up on top of the bed.
Like a fucking exorcist? Like the Exorcist?
He's
What
just
the
hanging
fuck?
out. He's just sitting up there, right? He's like, oh, cool. I climbed up on the bed. So I climb up right next to him, and I grab him by his shoulders, and I do this.
You just dropped him like a bomb?
I threw him off the bed from 7 feet up.
You dropped him like a big bomb?
And he snapped his arm in half. So immediately, this pussy decides that he's going to tell on me.
You did break his arm.
Yeah, he's going to be a pussy, right?
You broke his arm.
He's like, I'm
You
going
can see
to...
where the anger comes
He's
out.
like,
right?
he's like, I'm calling mom and dad. I'm like, you're not fucking calling anybody. So the way our bedroom, like our hallway was, it went into my parents' room, and they had a bathroom that had 2 doors to it. So you could go through one door into the bathroom, out the other door, back into the hallway, and he just ran circles the whole time. Like I couldn't catch him.
Because you broke his arm.
And then he started locking doors behind him, so I started going through the doors. He was going to tell on me, right? So my parents came home.
You broke his arm.
My parents came home. His arm is snapped. 3 doors are broken. And there's a hole punched in another door.
Your poor fucking parents.
I mean, that was the first time we were ever allowed to be alone together.
Probably the last time,
so
too.
when you hear something like that, that's like not even close to some of the levels that we've had in the past. I told you the other day, I backfisted a sandwich through his face one day. Like he was eating a hoagie and he was just fucking just jawing me the whole time.
It's unbelievable the level of meathead that you fucking bust out sometimes.
Oh,
on
this
people.
fucker the whole time whenever we were kids, he'd be like, you do one thing to him,
Like you just say you pinched him, right? Mom, Chris won't stop pinching me. So it sounded like I pinched him like 50 times.
That is kind of cunty. You can't do that.
it. Speaking of fighting, you know what we should do?
we should just jump into fight news.
We're gonna jump into fight news, and I think we got some
Special
music
guest?
we're gonna play.
We got some special guests here. Whoa!
That was loud.
It was. Chris broke his arm, punctured the wall. Shouldn't have told mom and dad.
And we're back.
Well, we-
Oh, check out that motherfucker!
the guy from Philly, live on the podcast.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, guys?
Ladies
up,
and
Popo?
gentlemen, we have Alexandre Bezeha on the phone. He is in Kansas City with our good friend Wilson Hayes, who's getting ready to fight for the UFC title on Saturday night at
There he is.
UFC. What is it?
Yeah,
Fox?
this is-
Fox what?
this is
What's the
Gabriel.
episode? What's it called?
Colts. What?
Which episode is this on Fox? Fight Night what?
I don't know. I'm not
24?
sure.
Is that
I think it's
Professor
24.
Godoy?
No, that's not Master Godoy
I
next
don't
to
know
him.
these
No,
people?
no. Box Colts.
Look,
That's his boxing coach.
man.
Yeah.
Everybody, just calm it down. If you all got
Inter-
suntans,
introdu-
you all look the same to me, baby.
Introduce
all right?
Wilson's boxing coach as well, please.
Yeah, we are working out a little bit. Godoy is over there.
Okay.
Chest.
Oh, you guys are working out. You're building up the pecs for tomorrow night when you're walking around.
Yeah.
Popo, what's with the hair, baby? The hair's getting out of control.
He's got some hair going, man.
Whoa, you look like
Look.
holy shit!
I'm gonna lose someday, so I have to keep it for now.
You're catching up to me.
This motherfucker the one day we're sitting there, we're training jujitsu, and he looks at me and he goes, "You got pool hair." I go, what the hell?
Yeah,
does that
you
mean?
can see
what
through
the,
it.
What the hell does that mean? He's like, there's water in the pool, but you can see all the way to the bottom.
So Popo, real quick question. Obviously, for the people that don't know, you're in the camp with Wilson as he challenges for the UFC World Flyweight title. Have you ever been a part of a camp that has been this big? Like, just in terms of like the size, with all the sponsors and the spotlights and the interviews. I mean, obviously, he probably has a lot more attention than he's had in any other fight before. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Or is this all new for you?
Yeah, of course. Like it's first time like in a big show like FC and watching like my friend fight for the title. Like of course that's the first time I see it in my life. So I think like this is a really nice moment for Wilson. He's like in the spotlight for everybody. Like I think like he never been like had so much attention on him like as he's now. Just today we got from Brazil we got a message for a friend and they said like the biggest newspaper in Brazil made like a story wishing Wilson's life.
Nice.
Like,
Wow.
he was a kid like and everything.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
How's he doing it? How's he?
But
Is
like,
it?
it's in Portuguese, so you guys cannot read it.
I can read Portuguese. I understand.
I know at least 6 words in Portuguese.
Are they on your
Yeah,
chest?
yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 of them are on my chest.
For like 3 years, then he learned like just 3 words.
Hey, my whole thing, I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn Portuguese, right? And I started taking these like Pimsleur learning like audio things. The minute I start talking to this guy, he just laughs at me.
Yeah, I can look. Hold on. Fala devagar, por favor. Eu entendo pouco de
that's
português.
That is the same thing like when I got in the first time, and I look to people and try to say something. People are like, what the fuck are you saying?
The first time I ever met Popo, he didn't speak hardly any English, and he's at my apartment. We were watching fights, and I was just afraid because he looked like a serial killer, and I was like, if I say some sideways shit to this dude, he's gonna break me in half.
Dude, the first time I met him, I picked him and Wilson up at the train station.
Oh, that's where they always run.
And we go down. It's Monday night. It's a no-gi night, right? And we're doing King of the Circle for takedowns.
yeah.
And I'm out there, and I take down like 3 or 4 people, and then he comes out, and I'm looking at him like, this little skinny dude, like, I'm going to fucking wreck this dude. And then we line up, right, and we're face to face, and nothing happens.
You
for
blink.
for 5 seconds. And I blink. And as soon as I blink, he shoots in, picks me up, plants me on my back. And I'm like, fucker. And I get out, and I get in line. I'm like, that shit's not happening again. No fucking way.
So how's the weight cut going?
Hold on. I get out of line. I come back around.
Oh yeah.
I get in line again. I look at him, blink. shoots in, takes me out, and slams me on the ground again.
Yeah, well, that's not a big surprise. How's the weight cut going for Wilson right now? How's everything?
It's doing great. It's doing great. Like just like this morning, he did like some yoga in a sauna.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a session I used to do like every day. So he did a little bit in the sauna today, and he got like some pounds. Now it's closed. I think like it's around 1 or 2 pounds to cut.
Would you say this is the healthiest he's looked going into a fight?
Yeah, actually that's it. Like as if I never saw like so lean. Like health, actually, like he's not even like making like those weird face when you like hungry.
There's been a few times where he's gotten ready for fights, and you're looking at him, and you're like, oh, it's questionable if he's going to survive this. But he looks good. Like even you were at his open workout today as well, right?
Yeah, did you guys watch it? He was like a pretty a lot of energy, like a jump around, doing everything. Like folks, all the time. One was like slop, so that one's awesome.
He's a huge underdog in this fight that I saw. He was like I think he's like a plus 700 something, which is like ridiculous in the odds.
Doesn't matter. This is his destiny.
Well, as a fighter, what is it about the day or the 2 days before the fight? Like you're there, you're in town. Is this like the hardest part? Just waiting to go? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, actually, like that's like the fastest days that pass by.
Really?
Because you can just like later just sleep.
Yeah.
Workout, sleep, and workout. You don't drive anywhere. You don't see anybody. You don't talk about anything else than the fight.
Yeah.
So this is like kind of like when you got really like the zone to fight.
Gotcha.
So it's a little bit better.
So how does the game plan go down tomorrow? Obviously, he's cutting weight right now. You get up in the morning, and they have the new weigh-ins. They start out in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm. That's like, I think it's going to start like 8:30. I think the first guy getting there is the first guy who's going to weigh.
Okay, so they weigh you in by whatever you are, wherever
9.
you're at in the card, right? So you just
No, just the first person getting there down in the lobby.
Okay, so if he shows up first thing, they'll weigh him in first thing.
Yeah, the first person who show up, they weigh.
Okay,
gotcha. Well, I tell you what, I hope he knows. I mean, obviously he's in the zone, and like you said, he's kind of focused solely on doing this. Mm-hmm. But I hope he knows, man, how much people here love him and support him. And
I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he knows that. I was like kind of like thankful to everybody when you do something for him, because he knows that like everybody are happy to see where he is now.
Well, this is like really big because a lot of people have things that happen to them that change their lives. But it's very rare that you go into a single day where you're like, this is going to change my life. Like this weekend, the results of this weekend are going to change his life.
Yeah, Wilson, he is the rock Balboa of Philadelphia.
He is. He actually is.
Like the underdog, and nobody think like he's gonna win, and he's gonna go put a show there Saturday. So I think
he couldn't have picked a more appropriate city to move to.
Yeah. He just represents like a Philadelphia. I think like he's not gonna be Brazil, São Paulo Saturday, but also he's gonna be Philadelphia too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, if he has to make weight, will he shave the mustache?
I don't think so.
What caused him to grow that? Like all of a sudden one day he's rocking a mustache.
He has to have something to people talk about it, right?
I mean, it's like, what?
I sent Wilson a message the other day. I shaved my beard into a mustache on Sunday night. So I've been rocking the mustache all week, and I've received nothing but hate from just random people. People don't even know me, just look at me like I'm some sort of psychopath. So only certain people can really rock the mustache. He looks like an old school fighter with his mustache.
Yeah, he could do it.
It suits him, right? It looks like something that belongs. Mine, I look like a fucking serial killer.
Yeah. Is he close by? Can we talk to him or?
No. Actually, he's like 3 or 4 floors down in the room now, sleeping.
Gotcha.
We still have like another session to cut the last pounds. So he's resting a little bit now.
So is he going to get up later, like in the middle of the night, and cut weight?
Yeah, probably like probably you try like the later as possible, so he can just make the way and go straight to bed, sleep, and rest.
Now does
he wake up early tomorrow?
Does he sleep in blankets and everything else, like just to keep sweating as he's sleeping? I've seen that a few times.
No, he just sleeping in a bed as everybody.
Okay. No. I mean, like, is he doing everything just to keep him sweating?
I know what you mean. Like, but he doesn't do anything like specific bad to lose weight.
Okay.
Like a normal, like you just like lose weight, sleeping, like everybody.
Do you
But like
think?
doesn't have like any special like training or thing he does in the bed to cut weight.
Do you think the new rule where they can't use the IV after losing weight is actually better for these guys? So they're more consistent in their weight loss and how they approach the weight loss?
I don't know. I kind of like I don't have any like a solid opinion about that because for Wilson kind of when he said like when he felt better. So because he get away like kind of more natural instead of like artificial, like more like eating and drinking. Okay. So it's he feel a little bit better, but I don't know. Like I think like that thing like when they put the whey in like in the morning help.
That helps
a little bit.
because you
they get an extra 12 hours basically.
No, I think a little bit over 12 hours, like 26, 27 hours, something like that.
Okay. But they added. I guess the previous weigh-ins were like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and now they got an extra whatever 7-8 hours maybe.
Yeah.
So, what's your prediction for the fight?
I think he win by submission the 4th round or by decision.
Nice. I'm excited for this fight. This is fucking huge.
Yeah, just it's awesome that you guys are all out there and supporting him and helping him. And I don't know how much it helps, but just let him know that we're all thinking of him and that we're super proud of him and we love him and we just want him to be safe. You know what I mean?
Do you guys wanna? Yeah, of course. Do you guys wanna say hi to Couto Godoy too?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, Marcelo.
You can ask some questions in Portuguese.
Quem?
Hey!
What's up?
Maestro Godoy.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Not too bad.
How are you?
So, you all excited for the fight? He can't hear us. He's got the headphones on. Say something in Portuguese. He's working on his Portuguese.
I born to fight.
Muito prazer, professor.
Tell him thank you for hopping on there real fast. Popo, when are we going to see you in the UFC?
Imagina. Fala que foi prazer falar com ele e que eu gostei que ele entrou no Insta.
Foi ele que fez a tatuagem.
Que ele entrou no Insta hoje ao vivo lá.
Oh, he said like a thank when he liked it. You got on live on his Instagram on him.
Oh yeah, I follow him on everything.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master. Os. So anybody who knows Popo or Alexandre Bezerra, he's one of the top fighters on the East Coast. When are we going to see you in the UFC? Oh, he didn't even hear me. I was throwing some compliments your way, and I was asking when you were going to be in the UFC. When are we going to see you fight?
Let's get to the real question. Here's the real question.
I'm good enough to get in that.
Absolutely.
What did you really think about the Power Rangers movie?
I think it's a piece of shit.
Oh, shit. What?
But
whoa.
I'm going to go watch.
Oh, man.
Because I really like Power Rangers.
Is it?
So you haven't seen it yet then?
I know, but like just
it looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah, look a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Actually, like I was watching the Ghost in the Shell the other day.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. When I left, I stepped in the other room and
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the Power Rangers. It looked shit.
Really?
Anyway. Yeah. So,
I remember when they were showing the previews for it. Like Popo was sending me texts. He's like, "Check this out. This is gonna be awesome."
I thought so.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Do you know that he learned English through watching subtitles on Netflix?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
That helped me a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still use that shit a lot.
Good thing he wasn't just watching porn or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Actually,
like a porn doesn't have like the subtitles. So I cannot.
Hey, real quick, how do you say Batman in Portuguese?
Batman.
Batman.
I learned all my
Homem Morcego.
I learned all my Portuguese by watching MikeInBrazil.com.
What is that?
Watching.
This porn site.
Oh shit!
I was joking. I really didn't. They don't say much.
Are there any other fights on the card that you're looking forward to?
Actually, like the
Jacare.
Jacare, I want to watch.
Who's Jacare fighting?
Jeremy Stevenson.
Yeah.
Some guy from Australia. I don't know his name.
Okay. Actually, Todd's you got a minute to stay on with us, and we're going to go over the fight card just for predictions.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. You got your info, Todd?
What?
Todd's sitting behind the camera.
Oh,
So who's the first fight?
Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Oh, come on. He's got one job, Popo. He just can't nail it.
Hey, while you're out there, have you been trying to send any feelers out there? Like, hey, fuckers, I fight too.
no.
I'm pretty sure they know who he is because he's been at every fight.
That's not
Right?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I guess.
I
don't know.
So
Yo,
I'll go-
let me ask, what the hell is there to do in Kansas City? Like, is there anything fun to do in that
No,
town?
actually, like 7 night, like everything got closed.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
jeez.
got good food
When-
there.
when-
They got good food there.
No, they got good barbecue.
Yes.
You gotta
good.
find like some arcade somewhere with that has beer as well.
Go arcade is what?
Yeah, arcade with beer. So you
Oh,
play video
yeah.
games and drink beer.
Well, a barcade?
Yeah, he goes to barcade in Philly.
Yeah,
all
there's
the
a
time.
barcade in Philly.
What-
Yeah.
Todd, who's the first fight?
So somebody on the prelims
What,
that's
what's
pretty
the
good
cable? The camera.
is Cummings versus Coy. They were both on
Cummings.
the Ultimate,
Who's
Ultimate
Cummings? What's his first name?
Fighter. Zach Cummings.
Zach Cummings versus Coy.
Yes, they were both on Ultimate Fighter.
I don't know either one of those dudes. Go give me some names I know on some of the cards. I think you're on the undercard right now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was Fight Pass prelims.
Who's the main event on the undercard?
That is going to be Roy
Jeremy
Nelson
Stevenson fight is gonna be good too. We should,
Oh shit! Roy Nelson
versus Volkov.
Yeah.
Volkov. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Not
Two
the wrestler,
heavyweights.
not
They,
the
they should
wrestler,
throw a
Ivan.
sandwich in the middle of the ring and let those two fight for it.
Oh, that's funny.
Or is that where you're going to go with it?
No, I'm just saying, like you guys are all being like harsh on the fat people. I just recently left those ranks. I'm still kind of in there.
Popo, who do you got in that fight? You got
who?
Big Country or Volkov?
I was big country.
I'm kind of leaning towards Volkov. He's impressed me in his last few
I
fights.
think as soon as Roy Nelson's contract is up with UFC, win or lose, he's going to Bellator.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes going to
Did
Bellator.
Did he fight? Did he fight for Bellator yet?
No, he never
Yeah,
has.
But
Never.
he fought for Strikeforce, and that's Scott Coker.
Oh yeah.
But that's Scott Coker.
So who do you have in the fight?
I'd say Nelson just because his back is against the wall. He needs to win.
Okay.
And he's got more ways to win. He's got good hands. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's a Henzo guy. So
Yeah.
I think he dictates. He's more dangerous in any on the floor or stand up. So
Okay. So who's the next fight, Todd?
We got Stevens versus Mokiano.
Stevens. He's
Moicano,
like
Mukiata?
No, Moicano.
Isn't that a drink?
my brother's worse than I am
No.
with names.
You are some honky.
Oh
ass
we're
motherfuckers.
about as white as it gets when we try to say some of these names. So Macchiato versus who?
Stevens.
Jeremy Stevens.
Yes.
Jeremy
Oh.
Stevens is also in Wilson's camp, right?
Yeah. No, actually, he's not anymore. He left Alliance
That
last year.
son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. So who do we got? Who do you got in the fight?
I think Jeremy he has more experience.
Okay.
The other guy is his first fight in UFC.
Okay. So he's probably got those first fight jitters and got some other
Yeah.
issues going. Can you even hear
Yeah.
over there?
Yeah, I can hear him just fine.
Oh, okay. I
actually.
didn't know if you could hear. Who's the next fight, Todd?
We have. Sorry. We have Jacare versus Whitaker.
Ooh.
Jacare.
Stop it.
I love Jacare.
Jacare all day.
Jacare.
Yeah.
Jacare is so talented on so many levels.
Here's a big problem that the UFC is
He's
going
a
to
scary
have.
dude.
The big problem the UFC is going to have.
Yeah.
Masasi fought his last fight under his existing
This is
contract.
Jacare's last fight too, right?
Jacare's last fight. They both are going to test free market, and they could potentially jump to Bellator. Now, both Jacare and Gegard Masasi both have history with Scott Coker.
Oh shit.
I'm sure they're not going to be happy over the fact that the middleweight title is being held up with this Michael Bisping GSP fight.
Yeah, that's true.
And personally, I don't. You've got a really stacked division because you've got Yoel Romero, you've got Jacare,
It might be a while.
You've
before
got
they get
Luke
any
Rockhold.
opportunity.
but Luke Rockhold and Jacare have unfinished business. You've got a lot of good guys in that division that are kind of just being put on hold for this big fight. And you know what? I don't have a problem with it. But if they leave, now there's options. So
yeah,
it's interesting.
I would like to see Jacare win and then maybe go to Bellator.
I think Jacare is the most dangerous middleweight right now in the UFC. He's the most dangerous guy.
His hands have caught up to his grappling.
He's a freak athlete. His jiu-jitsu was off the page. His card, everything. He is just, he's just, I think, in my opinion, he's the most dangerous middleweight.
Are you getting on an elevator?
Yeah.
When you get on there, give us a view of who's in the elevator. With
Are there any
Carlos Carota,
All right.
Roberto Godoy.
Hey! Hey! Who's the next fight on the card, Todd?
What?
Asking my brother who's the next fighter on the card.
You're going to ask a Brazilian about what do you think about the Jacare fight? You know they're going to pick Jacare. I mean, come on.
You're like 10 minutes behind. We're already on to the next fight.
I'm just saying.
We got Namajunas, Junes versus Watterson.
Watterson all day.
Is Watterson the
Really?
karate hottie?
Yeah.
Is she the karate hottie?
Yeah.
I fucking love her.
Namajunas is
good looking.
Thug Rose Namajunas is all hype. It's all bullshit. Michelle Watterson will kick her ass.
Dude, I follow that chick on Instagram. She is beautiful.
No. Fuck,
Which one?
Michelle Watterson.
Michelle Watterson.
I think they're both beautiful.
karate hottie.
Karate Hottie. I like her nickname.
Look.
Yeah, she
Karate
lives up to
hottie.
the name too.
Forget all about the looks. Michelle Watterson popped a kid out. That's tough on a different level.
That's true. You can't teach that kind of toughness.
Okay?
Who's the next fight on the card?
Michelle Watterson has no. In all seriousness, Michelle Watterson has fought tougher competition. She has a better skill set. I think she's more refined, and I think she's used to being in bigger fights. Thug Rose, when she had a big fight, choked.
Yeah.
She fucking choked. She's got some
Who
other.
she fought too?
Exactly. Who was she fought?
Yeah.
Who?
The level of
Of competition.
Who she fought? I don't know who she fought.
Who Michelle Watterson has fought?
No, like
Namajunas.
I can't think of a name other than
Didn't she fight Paige Van Zant?
Yeah, okay.
Didn't she beat up Paige?
No,
Yeah.
that was Michelle Watterson.
I think she fought Paige Van Zant as well. I think
Maybe-
they both fought her.
Yeah, Paige Van Zant is a model that's getting in the cage.
You wouldn't let her submit you?
I don't think it would be a matter of
in a triangle.
She would beat the balls off a bullet.
It's not that much beating though. I am
He's
Scottish.
got small balls, so it would be a short fight.
Scottish.
I just saw a bullet going up the stairs the other day.
Oh, he saw.
Oh yeah, no, but
How she wanna beat that? How wanna beat
no,
that?
no. Hold on. A lot of people didn't see the caption. I said pro wrestlers can do these big somersaults, but they can't climb up ladders. I was climbing like a pro wrestler, and a lot of people think that's how I climb
It is how he climbs.
ladders. No, it's not.
I thought that was kind of like a challenging because you got beat by the ladder.
That's how you
The
hurt
ladder
your foot.
beat you.
That's how you hurt your foot.
You know what? You're like school in the summertime. You're
No
no
cl-
class. You son of a bitch.
Who's the next fight on the card?
I thought it was just to beat the ladder.
You
That's
know
the main
what?
fight.
Oh, that's the main
What?
event. His next fight's Wilson.
When you get back into Philly, do you know what I'm going to do?
What?
Nothing.
You're gonna buy him a sandwich.
I'm going to buy you a sandwich.
So next fight on the card is the main event: Wilson Hayes versus Demetrius Johnson.
First round submission by Wilson Hayes.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. I'm so
First.
excited.
Yeah.
First.
I remember sitting in a parking lot a few years ago with Wilson, like getting ready to take him to a train. And one of the things we'd always do is we would stop at 7-Eleven down in Pendle and get hot dogs or hamburgers, and Popo and Wilson would microwave them. But it was just me and Wilson that day. And his wife at the time was like, "You need to quit doing this and get a regular job." Right? And-
No.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Paula.
No, she did not say that.
Yeah. Him and I talked about it for a little bit, and I'm like, you can't get a regular job. This is who you are, dude. You got to do that. And I'm sure everybody else he talked to had the same conversation with him. But I remember talking to him about it, and then I see this dude like 4 years later chasing his dream, and he's doing the exact thing that somebody told him not to do because it was not in the cards.
I got another story for you. So, Wilson's living with me at the time. He's only doing jiu-jitsu. And he wants to do professional MMA. And Jared Wiener from BJJ United, who's a good friend of his, pulls me aside and says, "Yo, Wilson wants to fight pro MMA." I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "You got to talk him out of it. You know, he's got to do amateur first." And I said, "I'm I can't talk this motherfucker from going down the street to the Wawa. How am I going to, I'm not going to talk him out of anything, but I'll give it a shot. So at the time, he's on the computer, and he's typing away on Instant Messenger, the Microsoft Instant Messenger. And I said, Wilson, so you're going to fight MMA? And he goes, yeah. And I said, don't you think you should do amateur? And he goes, no, I've done amateur my whole life. I'm tired of doing jiu-jitsu tournaments. I want to get paid. And I was like, okay. And now all these years later, seeing like where he's at, the level that he's at, I couldn't be more proud of him as a person, as a friend, and just seeing somebody that believes in themselves, who's betting on themselves, who's putting it out there. And again, in all seriousness, I mean, first and foremost, I'll be praying that he's going to be safe and that he'll be healthy. Also, I'm just going to pray that he wins. But I'm so proud of him, no matter what.
I'm excited. I find it inspirational, and I find Popo inspirational as well. Like both these guys, like they do stuff that most people wouldn't normally consider doing because it's dangerous and painful.
Well, look,
but they go out and do it anyway, and they inspire the rest of the people that train with them.
Well, just look at Wilson and Popo just here. Like, we're not sucking your dick here, but
no,
you moved to a country.
Bullet might suck it.
Well, if you'll teach me some jiu-jitsu, maybe.
I like that little hair.
But I do got nice hair. But no, I mean, like, if you think about it, you moved to a country where you didn't know the language, you didn't really know anybody. And you guys went after you again. You bet on yourself. You knew what you were worth, and you went after it. Tell those people to shut the fuck up. We're talking.
Yeah, tell Master Godoy that. That should go over well.
Tell him Chris said it.
So, but yeah,
that's stuff. That's stuff like that's like when you are young and like you run after your dream and like I don't know. It's kind of like it's not just like a painful like a. It's kind of fun. Like you go to another country, like see a different culture and everything.
You get to experience some crazy stuff you would never experience otherwise.
Yeah. So
let's get to the real shit. American women or Brazilian women?
All women.
Oh shit, he's universal.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, if a chick came from Mars, Popo talk to her.
He's like a Leatherman.
Man, this guy's got a passport under his nutsack.
He's working.
You don't
everything.
give a fuck.
If she fit to Pete and like other 21.
Oh shit.
No, after 21. Over 21.
Did he say under 21
He
or
corrected
over?
himself. He might have just got himself arrested.
Holy shit. Look, I don't know what freaky shit they do in Brazil here, pal. All right? But over here, it's over 21.
I'm English is my second language. So. I have a pass here.
Well, Popo, we certainly appreciate you coming on the show on short notice.
Yeah, but guys, thank you.
And thank you so much. It's an honor knowing you. For anybody who doesn't know, Popo, he is a former Bellator fighter. He's one of the top-ranked guys in Pennsylvania, and look for him in the UFC or Bellator again sometime in the near future.
And he's an amazing breakdancer,
and look for
too.
Master Godoy in the back.
Yeah.
Yay!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I see you in Philly.
I'll see you in Philly. Thank you so much.
Thank
Popo,
you.
have a safe trip back, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.
See you guys next week. Bye.
And disconnect.
There we go. I think you wet your pants a little bit there.
Ah, Master Godoy's a cool dude. I've
I
had
never
some
met
beers
him.
with him.
Is he cool?
Oh, he's absolutely cool. He speaks a lot more English than you think he does.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. He's a big dude, too.
Yeah, I know he is. I've seen pictures.
Like-
yeah. I've seen him. I've seen the Instagram. stuff.
I only got to roll with him one time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did he crush you?
It consisted of neon belly, like through my body into the mat.
Is Gilson a black belt under him as well, or
Is it black belt under Wilson?
Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I roll with Master Godoy, and he pretty much put his knee through my body and laughed at me during the whole process.
Gilson did that to me.
I think he's a 4th degree black belt. But super excited. You still have that on the screen, by the way.
We're on a delay, pal.
Oh, okay. So I'm excited for the fights this weekend. I think it's going to be awesome.
I'm feeling really good right now.
I'm feeling fucking great.
I've had about like 5 or 6 glasses here, and
I've drank this gigantic beer, which I did my best to just control myself tonight. Right?
I'm going to be getting up tomorrow.
It's starting to get away
early.
from me right now, though. I can feel it.
No, I feel pretty good. I feel nice and relaxed.
No,
feel
I said
really
it's starting to
good.
get away from me.
Oh yeah, you. But I'm
Yeah.
a man. I'm not. A, how much percent alcohol is that?
I think one.
Ooh, I don't know.
Why don't you drink beer?
Because I don't like the taste.
I guarantee you drink that, you're drunker than I am.
What?
You and I will drink.
Are you seriously
Yes,
going to try to
next
use
week.
second grade logic with
Next
me?
week, you and I will drink the same exact
I don't like
thing.
that camera. Use the one straight ahead, please.
Next week, you and I will drink the same thing. And we'll see how both of us feel at the end.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, you second guess.
Are we going to drink the same thing?
Yeah,
so we're going to drink whiskey.
We're drinking this.
We're gonna drink
we'll
whiskey?
do whiskey the next week.
Okay.
That'll probably do some damage as well.
Jesus Christ, you'll fucking be on the floor.
But when you drink something that's not your normal kind of thing,
It messes you up.
oh, it messes
Well,
you
it's
up.
like
Good.
eating Chinese food that's not from your fucking place that you normally go to. Fucking does damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it tears the toilet up.
Anything else you want to say?
No, man, I'm excited. I can't wait for the fights this weekend.
I really think if he's going to get him with a submission, I don't see fourth round. I see first.
I see first or second round.
When's the last time that Dimitri? I think Dimitri's last fight he won by decision, right?
Yeah, most of his fights are by decision.
No, he actually went through a little bit of a tear.
Yeah, he
Where
did.
Yeah, no, he's got like 3 or 4 fights where he had knockouts.
Cejudo and
Benavidez.
Benavidez.
But I think he's going to be super cautious with Wilson.
This is why I think Wilson has a good chance. He's been Mighty Mouse, and I don't have a bad word to say about Demetrius
Mighty
Johnson.
Mouse is fucking awesome.
He's a great representative for the sport, but he's been. This is just another fight for him. This is the fight of Wilson's
He's already looking
life.
past him.
Yes,
I don't think he is. I mean, if you saw the embedded, he is looking forward to trying to tie Anderson Silva's record. He is. He seems super focused. He really does.
Well, how many fights is he?
he's got a big ass fucking forehead. He looks like Megamind with that
Doesn't look
fucking
like me. He's a
weird
black
shape.
Megamind.
That fucking.
You know what he is? He's Blegamind. Do the breath right again. Do the breath.
Like, what the fuck?
On that note,
you're that guy.
On that note, we're gonna end the show.
You're that guy that wears like the Zubaz pants, unironically.
Thank you to Stitcher Smart Radio, Extreme Cage Combat 28,
Rasp Tattoo,
RespTattoo.com, Netflix,
Fleshlight,
WWE Network,
Leatherman Tools,
Dads and Cargo Shorts, Alexander Bezeha, Master Godoy just for popping on for a second, America, USA. Thank you to Wilson Hayes for fucking inspiring us.
Have a happy Easter.
Happy Easter, and can't wait to see this fucking fight Saturday night.
Come on, Saturday.